What's good with y'all? What's going on since I've been online? But I'm doing something new for the 2022. I'm gonna give y'all gems on basically how to make money online. I'm gonna be sharing all my information I've learned through the years of me being a music artist, as an entrepreneur, as everything self-made. Nothing's been handed to me, but I'm gonna give you all information on how to make money online. So if y'all in here, what I'm saying, give this video a thumbs up. We're gonna talk about how to make money online and stuff like that. So um, the first thing when you want to make money online is one, you gotta have a passion, a dedication, anything you want to do. So if you're a music artist, if you're passionate about music, the key thing to really do it is one, you got to have a passion for it. Two, is best to invest for it, like what I mean, investing in the equipment and stuff. So if you're just starting off, you kind of want to invest and learn the stuff yourself. You know what I mean? You kind of want to cut the middleman and learn yourself. That's what I've been doing. But if you want to perfect your craft, I suggest you can pay somebody if you want to perfect it to make it sound like the high top notch, but it's going to be a lot of things. So time is key too. So like basically having the time to create, like if you're going to write songs or if you're a singer, coming up with these melodies, that takes time and stuff like that. So you're going to need a lot of time and space for it. But as far as making money online is definitely possible. We about to enter 2022, so 2022 is definitely going to be a good year. It's a good time to be an entrepreneur because I see that's kind of like the new thing. Everybody's being entrepreneurs and creating YouTube channels and basically starting their own business. That's like the best thing because you got to look at it like back in the day, you had to get signed to a record label. You know what I mean? The talents they got to find you, and it was just a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? But now 2000 what about to be 22, but now you could blow up on TikTok. You know what I mean? That's a new thing. Everybody on TikTok. There's so many ways to really monetize your work, and that's like a beautiful thing, man. I love it. Like I used to watch like videos when I was young. I used to watch like DMX video, or I see some on TV, and I used to be like, wow, like man, I wish I could, do something like that. Like that looks like amazing, you know what I mean? And just seeing how everything was played out. But I didn't know that a lot of the stuff they had to do was, they had to sign to a record label and stuff like that they wanted them to do. And I didn't know all that until I jumped in the game. Because I jumped in the game, I didn't know what the heck like I was doing for real, y'all. So a lot of this stuff that I be saying, like these type of videos, it's stuff that I'm learning in the experience, me doing it for so long, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys are new to this channel, you guys can check. I'm a music artist, and I've been doing this for like seven years, man. So it's been a support. But I definitely want to give back information to my supporters for getting me to this far. Because if it wasn't for my supporters to support me day one, I wouldn't get to this far. So I know there's somebody in here that's watching, and y'all wondering like, you know what, I want to follow the same steps of he took whatever. So first thing you gotta have is dedication. You gotta be passionate. You gotta know that it's gonna take a lot of years. It's gonna take time. Like it's gonna take dedication, man. You gotta really put in the time for it. Like if you got the time to really do it, just know that it's gonna take a lot. It might take like 7 years. It could take 10 years. You just can't give up. Like that's the main thing. You can't give up on it. Like if you really want it, you got to really chase it for real. So that's the main thing. Once you know you started off. So starting a YouTube channel, you created the YouTube channel, you figured out the name, you figure out what you want to run with. That's the starting point. That's like the seed. You plant the seed, and then now you got to watch it grow. You got to build it. You got to keep creating new content and stuff like that. And good ways to if you're an artist, the good ways to monetize it, use like platforms like DistroKid, you got TuneCore, CD Baby. I explained that in a couple of my videos, but those are the platforms I use to distribute it. So you distribute your music, now your music is distributed. Like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I got my music out. What's next, right? Like, what's next? Well, you gotta invest money into your craft. Nothing gonna blow up overnight. Nobody knows who you are. Everybody creates a YouTube channel. Every day somebody's creating a YouTube channel. You got probably like 1,000 to 200,000, who knows, creates a YouTube channel daily. So it's a flooded market. So this world is big, you know what I mean? So now a lot of people are creating content. So you kind of got to compete, but not with others, but just compete in yourself to know that, you know, whatever you're working on, just keep focusing on what you're doing. So now that you got the content, you got to keep producing content, stuff like that. And you can either do that. Good ways like to like produce content is like, you know what I mean, you gotta have the time. So back when I started, I had a lot of time on my hands. So I was on Instagram promoting, you know, collabing with different people. Back then, Instagram, you know, you can just DM somebody and be like, hey, you want to do a shout out? You know what I mean? They used to do shout out back then, like they used to do shout out for shout out. So I used to have like a whole list of like people that I wanted to do shout outs with. They got like, they already have followers. So I'm like, man, how about we all just get in a group and just do shout outs? You know what I'm saying? So we would shout each other's pages out, and then people will come and see, you know, different pages and stuff like that. So it was like, it was free though at the time. Now you got to run ads. It's different. It's definitely different now. People, everything you got to pay pretty much. You know, you got to pay to play. But at that time, you know, you could pretty much put it out and then boom, you know what I'm saying? It's like people are showing love. So that's the beauty thing about it. But it's still, if you build the right connections with people, you could probably still do that. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you build a good connection with somebody that's starting from where you starting at, because everybody start from ground zero. Like that's just a fact. From anybody to any biggest celebrity, they all started from zero. You know what I'm saying? Somebody never was heard of, and then you know they kept working and was passionate about what they did, you know, stuff like that. So it's definitely possible, man. But the first thing, once you started, you know, you gotta watch it grow, and it's like a marathon. Like it really is like a marathon. So I kind of like how Nipsey said, you know, it's a marathon because you really gotta, and you know, hold the flag and just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Just keep step by step, keep building, keep growing and stuff like that. There's definitely different ways to do like, you know what I mean, to keep growing and stuff like that. It's good to have all social media platforms work in different things, you know what I'm saying? So don't just focus on one social media platform expecting that one platform is going to get you where you need to be at. You know what I mean? You kind of got to diversify. There's so many different platforms within, like, you know, you got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify. It's a lot of stuff to manage and stuff like that. So, you know, managing all them accounts and being actively owner it could be a lot of time consuming. So, but once you get the hang of it, man, it's nothing. Like you get the hang of that stuff, man. It really becomes easier and easier every time. So you know what I'm saying, but for me, I wanted to try to do something more, you know, different for you know, the new year or stuff like. Because normally, you know, I just make a lot of videos, music videos, and I'll just post it out on this channel. But I kind of wanted to shift and give, you know, the people that are watching me more motivation on, like, you know what I'm saying, how we can all do this as a community together. Like, if you got a goal, if you got a dream, you know what I mean, we can all talk about it and, you know, start doing stuff like that. X versus Ireland. Well, boy, FYI, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in this live chat, man. How's everybody weekend going? Did everybody enjoy their Christmas? How was everybody weekend going on this enjoying time, have everybody spend time with their family, enjoying their Christmas and stuff like that. This is the first episode right here, so if you guys are just joining us, please hit me with a like, give this video a like, give me a thumbs up, so we can, get this to more, they can share abroad and stuff like this, because I want to help a lot of people for the new year 2022 to reach their goals and stuff like that. But yeah, like I was saying, if you're a music artist, this is really the time to jump in the game right now, man. It really is the time to jump in right here. If you're a music artist, you know what I mean? This is a lot of opportunities to be a music artist right now. You know what I'm saying? I still suggest, like, you know, if you got a job, you can still have both. You can balance both the job and your career, because the job is gonna help you, you know what I'm saying, further your career down the line, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got a set goal, like, hey, I want to work here for a certain amount of time, but I want to invest it into, whatever I want to do within the business or anything like that, with a music artist. It's just important to have investments, man. Like, that's the key thing, is ownership, man. That's something a lot of some of these artists, they don't really talk about, what I mean, like that, but that's very important, like, to own everything, like, because once you own it, you can say it's yours. You know what I mean? You can't nobody take that from you. If you own your music, can't nobody take that from you. If you own anything that you create, like, can't nobody take it from you, so, because it's yours. You know what I'm saying? You own it. And that's like the main thing that I've been trying to preach on my, you know what I'm saying, on the music side. Motivation is ownership, because, you know what I'm saying, once you own all the assets of your content, man, you know what I mean? That's how you stay, you know what I mean, ahead of the game, for real, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody can just easily pay you money to like, hey, I'll give you $50,000, $100,000, and, you come sign with me, and blah blah blah, like that. Most likely artists is, you know what I mean, we could sign ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We in a position where you could have your own record label. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta sign to nobody. You can stay down to your whatever you got going on, and stay down with yourself and figure it out. You really don't gotta sign no more. Like, we in a new day of age, man. This the I'm a real independent artist, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like these other artists out here. I ain't signed, you know what I mean? I'm really doing this by myself, like, on the independent side. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. Really being independent is somebody that's doing it. They doing their own label. They invested in their own self. They, know they worth. You know what I'm saying? They know what they worth. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody take that from you when you're independent, man. That's the main thing I wanted to do, because there's a lot of talent out there, man. Especially in my city, man. Y'all know what my city is. Y'all know I'm in Ohio, Cleveland. There's a lot of talent out there. A lot of y'all got talent, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talent. You know what I mean? Y'all go make these videos. These videos don't be cheap. Videos be like $300 for a video. You got to go find somebody to make the song, the beat. You got to pay for the beat. You got to pay for the beat. Find somebody to record a video. Then you got to go to a studio to record it. Then you got to put it out. Then you got to market it. Then you got to do your own shows. There's some people out here that's doing all that. Like, that stuff is tough. Like, it's really hard out here, for real, like, to be an artist, for real. Like, I don't think people be understanding, like, to do all that all by yourself, it's tough, for real. So, like, you know what I mean, when you reaching out to, collab, you should, like, collabing with other artists. It's like, you doing all this leg work, then you collab with somebody else that's doing all that leg work, and y'all come together and y'all both blow up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both blow up as a team. You know what I'm saying? You gotta erase that thought and just say, oh, I just want to do it by myself. I don't want to be a part of nobody else, because you ain't gonna grow. Can't nobody grow nothing by themselves. You gotta have a team as far as like, or who you want to work with. People that really just see like y'all both got similar content. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to reach out to people, and sometimes I don't get enough love. That's cool, but the ones that I do reach out and we do it. Like you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, a lot of artists on this channel that I did features with. We came together and we made something beautiful. Like you know what I mean? It's forever. You know what I'm saying? We came and made some amazing content. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. Like that's what it's about. Like being a creator. It's like creating with other people is like it's the best part. I feel like that's just the best thing for real. You know what I mean? Because this person might have a whole different idea of what you thinking, and then you got your idea, and then we all come together, and then we just make something crazy. Like I don't know, that's just I don't know, that's just amazing for real. Like it's two different minds coming together and then creating something amazing. Like I don't know, I just love it. It's just a beautiful thing, man. Like I love music and I love art. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all really want to start it, it's first you got to start. You got to do it. You know what I mean? Stop. You can't talk about it. You got to put the actions towards a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because when you're talking about it all the time, people are not gonna take you serious. They're like, man, this dude was talking about doing it, and he never did nothing. Like we want to see you actually do this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So like that's the main thing people want to see is content. People want to see the videos. I know when I was, once I wasn't in the game and I was just stepping back, listening to a lot of artists and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was basically waiting for them to drop some content so I could listen to it. You know what I mean? I was just waiting to hear some stuff. You know what I mean? And then when I jumped in the game, in the music, the business and everything, the music game, I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be. I was like, dang man, this stuff is really hard. Like I ain't gonna cap. It's super hard because when you listening to somebody else, you like, all right, like that look raw, that look cool. Like I want to do that. But when you actually doing it, and then you realize how hard it is, you like, damn, this is hard. You know what I mean? But once you do it for so long, you become numb to it. It's like, all right, it's hard, but you know what I mean? You already used to it now. Now it's like, all right, boom. All right, you know how to write songs now. Okay, you write another song, boom. Now you know how to record songs, and you in the studio all the time. You recording. Now you trying to figure out videos for the songs you make. Then you trying to find locations and people you want to put in the videos, and then you put it out. Then you like, all right. Then you get a video, man. Then you just keep doing it. And you put it out. And then you put another video out. And you just keep doing it. It's almost like a machine. I want to say, like, you know what I mean? It's like you go to companies and you work for a company, all right? And the people that work there, who are the machines? The people. You know what I'm saying? The people are the machines. The people, the employees. You know what I mean? That's our label. When you work for a big company, you're an employee, and we produce the work for them with our hands or feet. It could be answering phones and everything like that. Whatever it can be, we producing it with our either our mind if you work from home, or your physical side if you got physical. So we the machines, right? And then they pay you for your work. So the companies, whatever company it is, they're gonna pay you for your work. So you got to look at it like this: like when you work with somebody, you're growing their company. Your company is getting bigger because they need you as an individual, your hands and your feet to stand for 8 hours, 15-minute break, 10-minute, whatever. You guys get two 10-minute breaks, 15-minute breaks. They need that to basically like to constantly produce work because you got orders coming in. There are orders that they built the machine already. The machine was already built once you go into the job. So once you walk in the facility, they already got structures and they already got everything set up for you. They got set up policies, they got rules, regulations, everything you have to follow as soon as you walk in that joint right there. You walking in there, you like, man, I'm just your mind, you like, I'm just trying to get a check, I'm trying to get some money. But you walking right into their stuff that's already set. And most likely all the companies, they all operate the same. They all have the same exact thing, the same policies, they have the same people there, the same structure. So no matter what company you walk in, the structure is still going to be the same. So you got to figure out how can you build a structure that you become a machine. You know what I'm saying? How can you build a machine? A machine is basically something that's constantly producing, they constantly working. So how can you make a machine whatever you're trying to build? With the, if you're doing a clothing brand, how can you make a machine of that? If you're a musician, how can you keep making content? It's like content is the key thing. Like you gotta keep producing. And once you stop, if the machine stops, put it like this, the machine stops, right? Then there ain't no more content. There's no more, the production stops. There's no more employees. There's no more work. There's no more money. Everything stopped. So you got to build, figure out how you're going to build your machine, man. And that's the main thing. Once you figure that out, you pretty much good. You golden, you Gucci, you know what I'm saying? And then you just keep working that machine. You keep building that machine. Um, Having a good team is always important because when you have a team that's on the same level as you and they got the same mindset, everything's working. Sometimes you might find some people that's shady in the team, and you know, like a job will do, they remove those people. You know what I'm saying? And they do. They keep going. The machine, the brand, the business, whatever, they still gonna go. Like they remove certain people and they bring new people in, and nothing stops the show. So I'm saying, so whatever you guys got going, you know what I'm saying, just keep going, trying to figure it out, keep building. You know what I'm saying? 2022 is a new year. Collab with other artists, keep growing and stuff like that. So that's the main thing. Once you know you got to keep growing, keep building stuff like that. That's like, you know what I mean? That's the main thing for real. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to make videos like this. I'm gonna be trying to do like for the new year and stuff like that. I got a lot of videos out, but I wanted to make more content or, you know, podcast stuff or ways to encourage other artists. Because I know there's a lot of artists that's probably watching, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, watching how I did it. And I want to share that information for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people are trying to learn and figure it out too. And I just wanted to take a step back and give back to the people that's watching me, you know what I'm saying? Because I know there's some people that are inspired by it, but there's just some people that actually wants to step into the same game, the same situation. So as long as I can give back to the people, that just makes me feel good. Because I'm like, what I look like, I'm making all this content, I'm making all this, I'm getting all this love, and I ain't showing no love back. You know, I see a lot of artists do that. They just make content and they just treat people like, oh, I'm not gonna show no love, I ain't gonna respond to no nothing, I ain't doing that. Just watch me. And they ain't never been the case for me. I didn't sign up for this game, this music game, to be like that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to do it because I love music. And I was like, you know what? I see myself. I was like, I can do this too. Like I can really do it. So that's why I jumped. The main reason why I wanted to start music and jump in this music business and everything like that. And plus, you know what I mean? I'm excited and I'm enjoying it too. Like I love it. I love the art. You know what I mean? Just to be able to create is definitely it's an amazing feeling. But I know there's some people that's out there like, you know, that I heard a lot of people that's young that want to be artists and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? I look at it like this, man. You gotta really examine being of yourself. Like you gotta examine when you jump in this game, because there's a lot of things that I didn't learn that I wish I would have watched before I jumped in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of when I jumped in the game, I was watching all other artists. So I'm gonna say like I was watching artists and I would copy what they did. And that's where I messed up the most because when I did that, I was losing my identity of myself because I was copying the same methods they already had out. And that's what a lot of artists do. They just find out somebody they like and they just copy the same steps. And not everybody's like that. You gotta look like everybody has their own path, their own journey. So I had to rearrange the way I wanted to put out my content and arrange it where I could feel comfortable. Me making a song, it's about me, it's about my life, it's about my story, and then push that narrative like all the way through because when you jump in the game, you can't just jump in the game pretending to be somebody else. Like that's not gonna get you far. It's not gonna keep you in 7, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. How you stay relevant into this, music business is to be yourself, be original, putting out content about your life, what you've been through, everything that your life has been through, and then people can relate to it. A lot of people can relate to it. But when you jump in this game and you completely not even yourself, that's when that stuff get crazy because a lot of stuff be happening because people gonna see that, like, bro, like they gonna see that that's not you. Like people that really know you gonna be like, man, that ain't you, bro. Like, they're gonna try you. They gonna do whatever. They're gonna be like, man, this dude faking it. This ain't really him and all that. Like, you gonna have people exposing that, and you know what I mean, because they know that you doing like that. So it's best to just if that ain't your life, just stay away from it because that's not you. Focus on whatever you like to do and whatever that resonate with you in your life and what you could tell, what you've been through. Because when you tell a real story, people really are more inspired by realness than fakeness. Because that fake story can only go for so long. Like, you feel me? Like, eventually it's gonna be an expiration date on that. It's gonna be expired. You know what I'm saying? So that type of story, that type of content, it's only gonna have a short-lived moment. You know what I mean? It's gonna have a great moment while it's there, and then it's gonna fade away. And you don't want to do it. No, you don't want to, especially when you jump in to building an online presence. You don't want to make a fake story. You know what I mean? Some people want to hear some real stories, real life situations. Like nobody want to hear about the kind of car you got, the type of girls you smashed, the type of dudes you shot, and this and all that. If it ain't real, like who wants to buy into that? Like, who wants to listen to that? Like, what's the message about? What's the real message? You gotta have a true message of what you're trying to put out. Because if you're putting out the same messages, it's like who gonna really buy into that? Like, it's gonna be short lived, pretty much like that. You know what I mean? Not too many people are gonna want to buy into that long term because eventually people are waking up to real life stuff going on in real life. So they want to listen to something that's real life in the moment. You know what I mean? Something that's real. You know what I mean? Authentic. That's why I want to lead with that. When you starting on in the game, just be authentic, be true to yourself, and you can't lose like that because you being yourself, you original. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's like a win-win situation. You know what I mean? So if you guys like this content, this is the first episode on my podcast. Please give us a like. Make sure you subscribe. Drop comments. Drop comments if you enjoyed it, and share your experience of music artist, entrepreneur. If you're starting a business, feel free to drop a comment at the bottom of this video, and I will definitely try to make more videos and content like this. So make sure y'all subscribe, hit that notification on, because when I go live, I want you to jump in here and we're gonna have a discussion about, all this stuff about, starting a business. So that way we can all just climb to the top together as a whole, and we can all reach our goals for the new year. Because what's 12/26, 2021, it's about to be 2022. And yeah, I want to hear some amazing stories like, if you starting in 2022, congratulations, because, that's going to be the year you planted your seed, you know what I mean? So if you found this video helpful, I will appreciate it if you give this video a big like, a big smash like, and make sure y'all subscribe because I'm definitely going to have more videos like this on the way. This is only the first episode. I'll catch y'all on my next video. Yeah, man. Peace.